there was this family. They had 9 children. They were living in one room. The smell was so unbearable.
Going to somebody's house, everywhere was just so littered. The floor was not mopped, and to them it was normal.
People that let their pets climb on the kitchen. People that eat with their pets with the same plate.
Really, people who are getting abused and they can't talk about it. Hello guys, welcome back to yet another episode on our podcast, Unscripted Duo. We're always bringing you story back to back, and we have another interesting one today. So Dima, I came across a thread on IG and it was very funny to me, so I thought to bring it to you and see your opinion. So the caption is, what is something you've witnessed at someone else's house that made you never go back?
Thinking about it, I don't really go to people's houses, so that's one thing. Because I think even growing up, my parents, we were mostly in the house. So the only time I can remember even going for holiday was just twice, which was my auntie's home and one of my uncle's home. But most of the times, we don't really go to people's houses. And then now growing up as adults as well, because I went to UN, it was mostly in school, and then when we came home, I was almost at home. So when I think about it, I cannot remember anybody's home that I've been to. I'm unless maybe growing up, there was this particular house, the first house I ever knew as a person. Before my cousins then moved downstairs, there was this family. They had 9 children. They were living in one room. Oh my God! The smell was so unbearable that I'm like, if the house is smelling like this, the food that's coming out of the place would also not be very hygienic, if you ask me. So I think that's the only house that I still remember, and the smell was so bad. But God, it was so bad. I don't know if maybe they didn't eat, but imagine 9 people, 9 children plus parents, that's 11 people in one room. So I also don't blame them, because it was a very small room, so the probability of it almost not being arranged is very, very high. So
I blame them for having so many children.
Exactly, that's the thing too, as well.
I think for me it's something similar. I remember going to somebody's house and they had 3 kids at this time, but everywhere was just so littered, so scattered. The floor was not mopped, and to them it was normal. They were not even seen on the sofa. Children will jump on the sofa, and even for me to sit down, they'd be like, "Oh, go and play, go outside and play." And I'm like,
maybe if you had come to our house when we were growing up, you might not have come back.
And then I sat down, and even when they went to bring some food from the pot, I don't know, these are people that cook with gas, right? So you'd expect that the back of the pot will be clean. But it was still
very, very dirty.
Very dirty, black and all of that. And then they will scoop out food from that pot and try to serve you. I know that when people have children, it's a bit more harder to organize and all of. But being scattered is different from being dirty.
Yes.
So it was absolutely dirty. It was a family friend, and I would not go and visit again. This happened when I was in Nigeria, but even if I was there, I don't think it's some place I would go back to. I would rather make an excuse. It's okay, they're comfortable there, so they should stay. But me, I'm not comfortable. When I get into a space and everywhere is scattered, it messes with my brain.
That if it is like this, what's the other?
Exactly. So I just can't.
So so since we don't have a lot of experience, right? What is it that when you hear or see it to be a deal breaker for you to go to someone's house? I think my own would be people that let their pets climb on the kitchen. People that eat with their pets with the same plate. In the same plate? Do people do that? I've seen, people do that. I see people feed their pets off their plate, but not eating together. I've seen it before, eating.
Why would they be eating with
their plates? And I'm like, that's the same place. Maybe even if you wash it, it might not be properly washed, and then maybe when I come back. So people that have their pets and they eat from the same plate, and you now put it in your pets with Mine is, I like pets and all, but not to that extent.
Mine is people who leave their dustbin for so long, and people who don't mop their floor, and everything are littered around. maybe like you come and they start like cleaning, they start like not even cleaning, they start like picking things and start trying to put it in place. No, that's a deal breaker for me. I can love you from afar, but I can't be coming to your house all the time because I won't feel comfortable. Yeah,
I think another thing, if I notice that you're someone that uses the restroom and you don't wash your hand, it's always a very big deal for me. When you use the restroom, always wash your hand, because some people will be like, oh, they're in the house,
because they will use the same hand to go and serve you something,
because it's the same hand they probably used to break Maggie and put it. That's also the one that I'll think about. What are people saying, please?
This person says, the wife served me food and the husband was like, the meat is too big. Say that he's supposed to chop up.
I don't blame the man.
He was being too honest.
But don't blame me. Maybe the wife has never really given him that amount of meat before.
There are some people who are more lenient towards visitors than their own person. They might be saving like the best chunk for because they want to package and create that impression of visitors.
But think of like even our parents. That time, my dad Christmas like this, they'll be asking him for money. But when my cousins come, all of a sudden my father has money. And it piss me off, man. So I think I understand where the man is coming from, because me as my father's child, I'll be angry at my dad for giving my cousins more money than I have asked for. Do you get?
I remember my mom when we were growing up, we would kill like maybe turkey, and then the parts you can grill are those fleshy parts, maybe like the laps and all of that. So after grilling it, a lot of it, all these people that would come from the city would come to our house. My mom, we now go and serve them. They are the ones that grill it.
Come on, that's what my father used to call it.
My mom will now say that
they are the best of the best. But
she now go and bring, and roasted turkey used to be so good then. So she now go and bring it out and be serving these people. What?
I can see how that's what I'm telling you, that I can see where the husband's anger is coming from, because he probably must have asked, babe, increase my meat now.
But they will feel like, oh, you've been eating this thing on the regular.
Exactly. So my father will be like, but I've been providing for you.
Which is also makes sense, because you've been eating this thing all the time.
It makes sense. But like from my own point, it does not make. I don't want to understand. So that's something that I understand the husband, like,
but I don't want to be
him. Give this to people, but I cannot have it. Why?
So this one said he hit his wife in front of me. My cousin actually, and I swore never to visit him again.
What the hell?
Wow. So like, if you can abuse your wife
in front of me, what do you do to her when I'm not around?
What do you do to the person when nobody's around?
Jesus Christ. I'll tell people that you hit me. I don't know who to tell, but I shall make sure that someone, because in case the wife dies, so you will not come and deny.
But there are some kind of families that would actually know that maybe like their son or their daughter is being abused, but they can't do anything. They won't even do anything because they're so powerless. Or because they believe so much in marriage. Oh, you're supposed to, do anything you can to make your marriage work. So they would condone all the abuse.
Because I'm trying to think, God forbid, none of my friends, none of us would be abusing.
Never.
But like, I'm just trying to think, like, what if I go to someone's and I see the husband beating the person? What will I do? What will you do?
Honestly, I don't think there is anything I can do. I can't do much, because at the same time, the person you're trying to protect might not want to be protected. So you know what they say about putting your mouth in couples' problem? Leave them, because they might use you and settle.
Jesus, I don't know what I would do. I feel like I might fight you. You're beating my friend in front. I don't know. I honestly don't know what.
I know there's some people that even when you try to like probably defend the person, they will now take it out on the person when you're gone, because they feel like, oh, you're calling your friends to, and if he's in Nigeria, if he's here, of course I'm calling the police. But if you call police,
what I would do, I call Jesus Christ.
But I feel like if he's back home, police might not be able to do much. What I can do is to like ask the person probably how they are feeling, the kind of support, for how long this thing has been happening, ask how they want to like move forward, just to empower them emotionally a little bit.
Oh God, but God knows hanging out with your husband, the truth is I will lose respect for your husband though.
I still reflect on the friend.
No, because I will not see the husband in the same light anymore. Jesus Christ.
Because most likely you're not close to the husband, because if you're close to the husband, you're talking to the husband directly. No,
because all my friends, I'm hoping that I have like good
it will happen in our circle. It will never happen.
Because Jesus Christ now.
Yeah.
Please, next time I never want to think that way.
Or people are suffering. There are really people who cannot, Like who are getting abused and they can't talk about it.
Talk about it because one, shame.
Is it shame or powerlessness? They don't even have the power.
Shame. No, it could be shame because probably they have defended this person, spoken so highly of them, and now.
And if they talk about it, it will be like they can't handle a marriage or a relationship.
Please, next one.
I overheard the dad shouting at one of the child for wasting water to flush the toilet. He was supposed to allow 2 or 3 people poop on top of what he already pooped, so he can use 1 bucket of water to flush down everything. I ran.
I will not eat there now. What? I can understand in Nigeria.
So they should do pit toilets now. Why do you want to do water system when you cannot flush it?
Because even growing up, when we were still very young, we didn't have
water system.
Yes, like when we go back to the village,
exactly.
It was pit. It was the pit one that we had. So that's what I'm thinking. Like I know that in Nigeria, a lot of people are really, really, really suffering. So I can understand that. So that's why, like as you said, the pit will probably be a better way than inside the house where. But next one. So I can change my brain. Next one.
I don't know if it's inside the house. Let's assume that it's not inside the house so that we can't be.
For the flushing, has to be inside the house now.
So that we like calm the situation because it's really so.
No.
But you guys are 3 living in the same house. Maybe you should save some water.
Ew, I rather pay for extra water.
Oh gosh, that's
I even hate seeing remnants of whatever in it. God forbid. Ew.
Okay, this one said hunger. My dear, 2 p.m. I never chop. When no be say I did fast. I said, waiting they happen. They say sometimes they don't eat till the next day because they don't like eating. I screamed, Kutang Abambok. I never went back home.
You know, one thing that I also, because of the way the Nigerian email, like when people come, you ask if they want to eat and just serve them something. But
this one is different.
It's different.
If I'm the one that asked to come to your house, maybe accommodating me, there's no way I would have expectations of you when it comes to feeding.
Yeah.
But if you're the one that invited me, maybe like you're my auntie and I come to your house,
feed me, Nani.
Am I supposed to be looking for what to eat? Exactly. So because I'm okay, depending on how close I am to this auntie, if it's an auntie that I'm very close to and they are starving, can I go and cook for myself? But I feel like if I'm going to an auntie's house or a friend's house, they should already like, and if they're anticipating me, I'm coming for fun, like to spend time with them, of course they should take care of me. Honestly.
True, I agree.
2 p.m. so you come and join the culture.
Nah, please, 2 p.m. is too late.
Yeah. So their father was the one running errands, doing house chores, cooking, putting on and off the generator and all. I couldn't bear seeing the man do all that. I stopped visiting. How is this a problem?
Maybe that's the way the family runs.
But if he likes to do that,
it's different. But I can also see where that might be disturbing. Maybe the children.
Maybe the woman is controlling the man.
Exactly. And then the children are just watching their dad do all the things. Because my father,
putting on the generator and off the generator.
My dad owns our generator back then.
Before, but only the generator is for men.
Yes. Back then, before we learned how to do it, it was my dad that was mostly owning the generator. But this one, he said, doing all the house chores. Is he sweeping the floor, mopping the floor, cooking, while the children are just there crossing legs?
How old are the children? And if the man likes to do it, there's actually nothing wrong with a man cooking.
Because it's his home as well.
Those are his children as well. So it depends. But if the children are just coming back from school, for example, and he's cooking for them, nothing is wrong with that.
Because there's people that like to do house chores.
Yeah, I think it depends on where this person is coming from, the kind of family he's coming from. He seems to like. Because there are some people that also cringe when they see like a properly like working family, maybe like where a man is involved in the house deeply. They see a man like sweeping or cooking and they are like, okay, you know, the woman is controlling your words. But it might not be that. What if the woman is tired at this point, maybe like or sick, and he decides to step in to do all these things? There's nothing wrong with that. So I don't know what they saw, but this one doesn't sound so bad to me. This one said, so I stayed over at a friend's place. In their mind, they've seen meat for the night. We both stayed up all night. I never went back there. This is a girl. Maybe she stayed over a guy's house.
Place, yeah.
Okay. But you guys should talk about this kind of things. Anyway, maybe the person didn't make any solid move. You are just seeing it from their actions.
It could be, there's some people that you go to their house, they will not let you be.
Right?
Yeah, they will not let you be. Like even
I won't go again anyways. I won't even go in the first place. The children gave me a cold attitude, and you know what that means. The energy of children will tell you if you're welcome in a home or not. Forget what the adults will show you.
The thing is, the children are, but
they're old. They have their own minds.
Yeah, but then another thing too could also be, see,
there's a way your parents
will speak about someone. You give them an attitude as well. You get, so there's a way your parents can say, oh, this person did this to me, or this person is not a nice person, and then
the person now comes around and the parents are treating them nice, but you've already planted that negative idea in the children's mind.
Most times information children also work with, yes, they can also coin their own rubbish information, but sometimes, apart from maybe they are just normal root children, but if not, it's probably be they are feeding off information that their parents gave them. So I was
some children can be rude though. Some children can be very stubborn, and you know that children are so playful. So once you're not bringing the play or maybe you're not buying a lot of gifts, they might not
send you. So. Exactly, true. Maybe they've asked you for your phone once and you said no. I've seen it now. My cousins, my small cousins, they asked you for a phone once and they're not my friend. Yeah. You now start being disrespectful.
This one says, they gave me one slice of bread by 9 a.m. as breakfast, and I was told lunch is 4 p.m. How I want to survive till 4 p.m. when it might be 4 p.m. I don't chop like 5 times. I feel sorry for this person, but you went to somebody's house. You shouldn't be expecting to feed the way you feed in your own house.
But of bread, and then 4 p.m. Calm down.
Now, isn't they can afford?
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said that. That's why the person says she's not going again. Or she's not going again. So exactly. I understand.
So you can step up and go and buy it. Maybe they want to eat like frequently as well, but they can't afford it. So you can afford it for them if you can. Then this one said, then put 2 turkey for 1 plate of rice for me or more. I don't understand.
Is he overfeeding?
They put too much. This person doesn't have issues.
Doesn't have issues.
I don't visit people, and I don't like people visiting me as well unless necessary. I have 1 toilet, and I don't like anyone sharing my apartment with me because nobody does it my way. I can offer you food, but the aspect of having my privacy is what I cherish the most. This is okay,
I understand the person.
Yeah, so this one saying he had unflushed toilets and also used paper towels all over his toilet floor because his bin was full. What?
What the hell?
You see what I was talking about, people not emptying their dustbin. Never went back, not speaking with him ever again. This is so me. Like, why is your dustbin overflowing in the toilet?
Ew, now.
Okay, you need recovery.
So that's why I see personal hygiene is very different for people.
Yeah,
it's very
almost and things they solve for people house. So
yeah, true.
Yeah,
you know, because your house is clean, you always imagine that people's houses are also going to be like that.
Their mom ate her own boogers.
Yeah, like, you know, when you put hand in your nose, bring it out.
I was 6, never ate from their house again.
I can see why it's quite irritating.
Why would somebody like scoop out from their nose and straight to their mouth?
Yeah, some people do that.
People are really okay.
I think
let's find something too easy to ease what we've heard, honestly.
Write in the comments what it is that when you went to someone's house you saw and never.
Okay, this one says their daddy hides bread under the bed. About 6 of us get to share 1 loaf. Prior to the time of visits, we don't visit people though, but that was our confirmation to stay in our house, and we did.
Them putting the bread under the distance, probably maybe because they are struggling financially, and if they bring it out, people, because I remember in my house growing up, right? Yeah. We were 18, 19 sometimes. Yeah. So my mom and my dad, they used to lock up tins of tomato, milk, Milo, because if you leave it for 19 people, it means that every blessed day you're buying big tin of Milo and milk, which is very expensive. Do you get? So there are some things in my house that were locked, that were only accessible from my dad's room, because my dad gave birth to how many children? We are 9 plus like people that help at the shop. All of us in my house, 15, 16, 17 people. There are some things you cannot leave out, because if not, every blessed, so even soap, my dad gives each person. So because one person can finish bathing, throw it on the floor, water is soaking it up, is a way, do you get? And my dad was a salary earner with my mom, do you get? So he had to manage the home properly for the money to be enough before the next salary comes. So when he says the man hiding, maybe I don't know from under the bed.
That one is different. At least he even still, you know. This one says, I kept seeing cockroaches everywhere, all those tiny ones, from the fridge to the kitchen to even wardrobe. I couldn't even drink water there. Ever since then, I've never gone back.
Ooh, that
is the dirty.
Yeah, there's some people that and then there's some, I think also another thing too, it also depends on the environment. If you're living in a face all those places where the gutters are very, there are some things that you cannot really control as well.
This is the last one I'll read.
Okay.
I went to visit my mom's friend for hers as a kid. I was asked to watch the older daughter's bra. so I would know how to wash mine when I grow up.
The hell?
Wash black periwinkles till it turn white. Whoever does that. Scrub the toilet floor with hand brush. I gingerly packed my tiny bag and left 2 days after, promising to change my clothing and visit back. I never did. My siblings were shocked because it was the shortest holiday ever.
Nah.
I don't get to wash my clothes back home.
Nah, there are some things that I can't. Why would I wash a grown-ass woman's bra? No. Anyways, guys, so many things. Let's know in the comments what it is that you've seen in people's homes that made you not go again. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.